Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Auburn's offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean... Dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So, guys, where were you when Auburn and Texas A&M were going back and forth in that 4-overtime marathon last year?
I was glued to my TV set. Are you kidding me? That's one of the most memorable games, not just in the SEC, but in all of college football. 4 overtimes? David, if we can get half of what that game was last year, man, we're in for a fun one today.
Jordan Hare was rocking. Auburn had so many close losses. It was finally that moment where they kind of put it together, got out to a great start, held on late, and made the plays late in the game. What a phenomenal game a year ago.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Let's talk for a second about Auburn. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many
Intercepted in the first drive. In for the pick. Didn't let him get loose on. But he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Keeps it going. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So here comes the Auburn offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Caught in the backfield is Cobb. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Out of the gun to give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Slithers into space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
To the air on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And just when you think the defense had forced a field goal try, a devastating mistake like breaks into the open. Busts through behind his pad.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Knight. And he was looking to the end zone, and they... make the connection.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? From the gun, running back gets the give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
And now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them, but I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? On the ground, it's Moss. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3, it's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Bulldozes his way through. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. From the gun, looking for a man. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by...
He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Catch in the middle. It's Thompson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up.
He'll take the deep shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Knight. Under fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Henderson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Bussey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Concepcion. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Aggies are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Here comes the offense on second down. On the run, it's Moss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make...
Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Third down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Gets it out fast. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Knight. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Finds him out of the backfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Leaves it with the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense set for a first down play. Gonna run it. It's Moss. Nice move to keep running. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Quickly complete. There he goes. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Now improvising. Sails one into the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And you knew he was going to take a step back, because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
A little screen to the running back. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Get it out on the screen. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to pass. It's Reed. There's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Fields. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And the defense jumps on it. They get that. Coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not... way, and he loses the timeout. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. Balls in the deep ball. Lots of room to run. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're setting up the screen. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Rides to back and leaves it. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Aggies are on the move. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And the Aggies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem, big. Nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So here comes the Auburn offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
To the air on second down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch on the left. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. An easy decision there for the offense to decline the penalty and take the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout those Rockets fans will remember for some time. They're up 14 over Akron. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play back.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this play, man. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Knight. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprint?
Gonna let it fly. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out...